type hi, press enter to send.
Hi, how can I help you?
Okay, let's talk with Marcus. Hi Marcus, how is the day going?
Hi there. My day has been busy, but productive. I've been traveling between different places in Viridian, trying to understand the power of the elemental wielders and striving to create a balanced society.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm the CTO of SmartNPC, which is a SaaS for AI-powered character, and I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of an integration between Ready Player Me and the SmartNPC Unity SDK. So I'm gonna take into account that you're already familiar with SmartNPC, you already have project, characters, API keys, and that you are already familiar with the basic setup. So I'm just gonna breeze through them. If you don't, just watch our other videos which cover them in more depth. So with that said, I'm just gonna jump into a quick Unity scene, first person scene, first person project, core. Just quickly set it up, and I'm gonna go here a little bit. Okay, so basically we'd like first of all to install SmartNPC SDK. I'm gonna go to documentation, installation, gonna go here, copy this, window package manager plus add package from git URL, add. Okay, once it's installed, I'm just gonna go to packages, SmartNPC. We can find here the prefabs folder, and we're gonna drag the SmartNPC context to our scene, import TMP essentials. Okay, we can close this. On the SmartNPC context, we're gonna configure real quick the SmartNPC connection. Just gonna go to API keys, take my key, copy the key ID, copy public key. Okay, player, I'm gonna use some mock player data. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna import some Ready Player Me avatars that I created ahead of time. I'm not gonna go into depth of how to create Ready Player Me characters. Plenty of tutorials out there, Ready Player Me website, or you can just Google Ready Player Me YouTube. Okay, so I'm gonna go into readyplayer.me docs, and I'm gonna find Unity and quick start. Okay, quick start, we're gonna take the Unity SDK URL, copy it, window package manager plus add package from git URL, add. Okay, once it's installed, let's close this, Ready Player Me settings. Now I'd like to configure the avatar config. Basically under SmartNPC you can see SmartNPC avatar config. We can drag it to avatar config in Ready Player Me avatar loader. It basically includes the morph targets for the Oculus lip sync, like it includes the Oculus vsimps and other things for eye animations and stuff like that, already pre-configured for you. You don't have to tinker with it too much. Gonna close this. Now Ready Player Me, we're ready to use the avatar loader to load whatever avatars we want. I'm gonna assume that you already have your own ones, or you already know how to create your own, so I'm just gonna load this one. Okay, this one is a girl. Just gonna change the rotation to 180 so it faces our player, and I'm gonna do the same for another avatar. Okay, this one is a guy, and same thing, gonna place him here a bit, rotation 180 on Y so it faces our player. And yeah, these are the characters. So now the next thing we're gonna do is go back to Window Package Manager, Ready Player Me avatar loader. We're gonna go to Quick Start, Import. This is gonna give us the basic controllers for the Ready Player Me avatars. If you have your own controller, feel free to use it. This is just out of the box. Okay, I'm selecting each character, going to controller under the animator component and choosing the RPM player. RPM stands for Ready Player Me. Same for this one. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the voice handler's auto provider to audio clip instead of microphone, so that we can pass it voice clips from the SmartNPC SDK. And I'm gonna add the SmartNPC character to each of them. So add component, SmartNPC character. This is the girl, so I'm gonna go to characters. Alice is her name, character ID. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it here. Next, I'm gonna do the same for the guy. His name is Marcus, copy ID, and add component, SmartNPC character, paste ID. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to set up the lip sync. Now in this case you don't have to download OVR lip sync, the Oculus lip sync basically on your own. Basically SmartNPC already contains it and contains some modification of it, which is very easy for you to work with. So all you need to do is specify the skinned mesh renderer, which is the mesh renderer that contains your face with all the shape keys and emotions, etc. In Ready Player Me, it's you can see it nested under the character. You can see it saying renderer avatar. You just drag this one to skinned mesh renderer in the same character, and gonna do the same for Marcus, our guy, nested renderer avatar. Again, drag and drop the renderer avatar to the skinned mesh renderer. Okay, now we should have our players with lip sync. The next thing I want to do is configure the camera target. This is basically built in the SmartNPC chat that comes on top of SmartNPC context. We just have to check this. We're gonna leave the max distance on 5. You can tweak it if you want, it's up to you. And basically what it does is it changes the character that the SmartNPC chat is focusing on based on where the camera is looking at. That's all it does. So for this to work, each of our characters needs to have a collider so that the SmartNPC chat would be able to detect it using raycast or spherecast in our case. So I'm just gonna go to each character. I'm gonna go and add a capsule collider, and you can add whichever collider you're comfortable with. Okay, I'm just gonna play with it a little. Let's say height 2. Okay, why something like that. Again, it's not like accurate, but it doesn't really matter right now. Let's put radius 0.3. Okay, so same here for the guy. Capsule collider 0.3, for radius 0.11 y and minus 0.11 y. Okay, more or less same capsule collider, again not accurate, doesn't matter too much. Now notice that the SmartNPC SDK is using the old input system of Unity, so since this specific project first person project template comes out of the box with the new input system, I'm just gonna go ahead and enable both. So I'm gonna do edit, project settings, player, and I'm gonna go to configuration. Under active input handling, I'm gonna specify both and apply, save. Okay, so one more thing we need to take into account: if you'd like your player to be able to input text using their keyboard, would like to prevent the player from moving while the user is typing. So for that, our SmartNPC chat script exposes the input text field focused variable. You can basically use it to determine whether the player or the user is currently in typing mode or not, and disable the input accordingly. So in this case, in the first person project, we just go to starter assets input, under assets input system, which is just where it's managed. Let's add just a little bit of code, I promise, using SmartNPC. We can add here a simple function. We're looking for SmartNPC chat anywhere in the scene. Of course, you can pass the reference any other way you want. I'm just keeping it simple over here. And here you can see the input text field focused. Basically, that's all there is to it. I'm just making sure that SmartNPC chat exists in order to avoid any throwing any errors. So we got the isEnabled function, and we can basically use it anywhere, in any of the input methods. For instance, in onMove, we can do if isEnabled, only then we process the inputs for the movement inputs. Same for jump, sprint, or any other action you might have. On look, it doesn't really matter because it's just moving the cursor. You can also edit here if you want, or if it makes sense in your case, but you got the gist of it, and that's what matters. So let's save it. It's gonna recompile the project. Okay, let's hit play. Okay, as you can see, I can freely move. I can press Control in order to get into typing mode, and I'm pressing space, etc. Nothing happens. I just type hi, press enter to send.
Hi, how can I help you?
Okay, let's talk with Marcus. Hi Marcus, how is the day going?
Hi there. My day has been busy, but productive. I've been traveling between different places in Viridian, trying to understand the power of the elemental wielders and striving to create a balanced society.
There you go, that's all there is to it.